All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, Rakak. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. And the title of this lesson is going to be, Woe to them that are at ease in Zion. All right, so, going into the rich and famous of our people, all right, we so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're at ease because why? Because, like Scripture say, you're high-minded and trust in uncertain riches, all right? You've been puffed up in the belief that wealth is going to deliver you, all right, in every situation that you're put in, all right? It's going to deliver you from death, deliver you from trouble, okay? Deliver you from famine, okay? Disease, all right? Violence, all right? That's why in what Sirach the 5th chapter says, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, okay? So, again, going into, the rich and famous of our people, and really just that mindset, okay? That there's safety in the so-called white man's money, okay? And really it's because our people try to escape the curses, all right? So they try to go to a people that does not have the curses on them, okay? Like it reads in Psalms 37 chapter, they're not in trouble as other men, all right? So that's why, our people, they sell themselves over to the so-called white man because they want some of that security, okay? Like what 1 Corinthians 4, now you are full, now you're rich, you have reigned as kings without us, okay? Instead of suffering with your people, okay? And esteeming the reproach of Yahawashi greater than the riches of in Egypt, right? You rather reign in a rulership, all right, that's getting ready to be destroyed, okay? So here, let me just go ahead and get started and grab some curses, because that's what it is. Our people trying to escape the Lord, ultimately, okay? Being like their daddy Esau, Edom, so-called white man. It's Deuteronomy 28, and I'll read 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay, so after verse 15, you read on down, it's nothing but straight curses, all right, onto our people if we don't obey the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so these curses have been put on us because of our disobedience, all right? But instead of our people humbling themselves and acknowledging their faults and return unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they want to continue and serve these other gods, all right, of wood and stone, okay? And that's what's been getting our people in a lot of trouble, all right, from the beginning, okay? Letting a gift destroy your heart, okay, your judgment, okay, and ultimately turning away from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right? So with that, hear me. I'll read a quick curses. Deuteronomy 28:37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall scatter thee. Okay, so like Kanye said, you're just a nigga in the coop, all right? You still got the curses on you, all right? Everywhere you go, you're not respected, okay? You're laughed at, and it goes to our people as a whole, okay? We're the laughing stock of the nations, okay? And it don't matter how much you deck yourself in jewels, okay? You drive a nice car, you live in a nice neighborhood, you're still a byword and a proverb because that's a curse. Okay. Here, it's a good one. Lamentations 2:15. All that pass by clap their hands and at thee, they hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Right? Verse 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found it. We have seen it, okay? Because these other nations are going to, and chiefly Esau, Edom, so-called white man, all right? Read Psalm 83rd chapter about that confederacy, okay? The confederacy of nations that came up together to come up against you so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? And they're what? They're made fat because of our downfall, okay? Right? So going into, again, the rich and famous of our people, all right? They what? They want to make a covenant, okay, with these heathen nations, because why? Because they're in authority, they're in power, all right? Instead of, suffering for the Lord, all right, and acknowledging their fault. All right, this is verse 17. The Lord have done that which he had devised. He hath filled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and have not pity, and have caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thine adversaries, okay, their strength. All right, the Lord raised up the other nations because we disobeyed him, okay? So we're in our land of our captivity, all right, because of our disobedience. We moved the Most High to wrath, all right? So that's why we're here serving our enemies and have these curses upon us, all right? But again, the mentality of our people is that they can escape the judgment of YAHAWASHI, all right? So let me get some more curses. Leviticus 26 and verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, it will not do all these commandments. And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, all right? Terror, all right? Consumption and a burning ague, okay? Meaning pretty much a disease, okay? That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart, all right? So our people are a cursed people, all right? Don't matter how high you sit in this world, our people are still at the bottom, okay? So the Lord appointing terror, okay, you know, is the sword, all right, being Esau, Edom, which is the wicked, okay? You know, the Lord set this man up to be a terror unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? So that's why when you still be in your million dollar sports car, you get pulled over and you feel guilty, okay? You know, you feel that your life is in danger because what? Because that's part of the curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Okay, your life shall hang in doubt. Okay, it don't matter how far or how high you get in society, it takes a blink of an eye for you to be thrown down. Okay, used and abused, that's our people. Okay, and you sign a contract with the devil. Okay, you selling your soul over onto him. Okay, you didn't read the contract. All right, that's why what profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Okay, so now the Lord you deny the Lord, so the Lord ain't rocking with you. Okay, and Esau Edom dropped you. Okay, so who do you have? You have nobody. All right. So I'll read again. Leviticus 26 and verse 16. I will also do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. You know, so again, with our people, you know, the rich and famous again, you know, their curses are still on their family members. Okay, the mother, the father might not be around. Okay, you know, their brothers or sisters, whatever, you know, died in a tragic accident, what they call accidents, okay, and so on and so forth. All right, your grandmother has breast cancer. Okay, our people are still cursed. All right, you know. But continuing, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, right? For your enemies shall eat it. Okay, so going into it don't matter how rich you are in this world, talking to our people, you can't do nothing for your people. Okay, you can't liberate them. You can't do nothing because why? Because you sold yourself over to the Esau Edom, so-called white man. Okay, you know, you can't speak up. He has you doing these filthy, foul acts. So if you step out of line, he's gonna open the files up on you. Okay, so keep you quiet. All right. So these $1 million contracts that these athletes are making, all right, that these actors are making, okay, that these businessmen, okay, of our people are making, okay, and in no wise can they redeem their brother. Okay, they can't do nothing for our people. All right, all that does is just boost your ego. Okay, you know, you want to be seen of men, you want to feel important. All right, but here it is, your people are in a terrible condition. Okay, what kind of king are you? Okay, what kind of prince are you? All right, you can't do nothing for your own people. Okay, so you know, all this money again that our people are making is for the so-called white man Esau Edom. Because why? Because his face is on the money. All right, verse 17, and I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies. So getting gunned down. Okay, up and down the streets. All right, throughout the world. Okay, they that hate you shall reign over you. Okay, so your coach, guess what? You know, whatever, I'll go higher because they got, you know, so-called black Latino coaches. All right, but what, your GM, you know, your GM is he's an Edomite. Okay, you know, and same as well with the owner. Okay, He's making billions of dollars, you know, off of you. Okay. Verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain. I read again 17. And I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies. That they that hate you shall reign over you, and you shall flee. And you shall flee when none pursueth you. Okay, so you're always paranoid. Okay, you know, because why? Because again, your life hangeth in doubt. Okay, always feel like someone's watching you, chasing you. All right, you're always on edge. All right, you know, that's a curse. It's verse 18. And if ye will not, it's like 18. And if ye will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then will I punish you 7 times more for your sins. Okay, you know, so that's why, you know, going into as many more stripes. A lot of our people know that they're Israelites. Okay, so that just is adding on to the bill of their judgment. Okay, because here it is, they have a platform and they're using it for self-promotion instead of promoting the Lord. Okay, you know, those are going to require that he sees all that. Okay, you know, and there's no excuses. All right, but a lot of our people are getting ready to be put to death. Okay, especially you know, the ones that know better. All right, well, just as a whole 2/3 regardless. All right, but here this is where can I go with this? Let me grab this real quick. It's going into, again, they want to escape the curses. They want to live like Esau, Edom, a so-called white man. All right, because he's not in trouble as other men. This is Job, because this is a mindset, okay, that our people are after, because they think it's peace. All right, so Job 21 in verse 7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power. Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Right, because again, the wicked is not cursed right now. All right, they're in rulership. All right, verse 9. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them, so they're not being corrected or chastised, all right, for their wrongdoing. Okay, it's verse 10. Their bull gendereth and faileth not, their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. All right, they send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. Okay, because they're rich. Okay, they don't have to do a thing in the world. Okay, they just have an inheritance. All right, you know, which was by blood, rape, murder, sweat, tears of these so-called Negros, Latinos, and Americans. All right, verse 12, and I'm gonna get something after that. This is verse 12. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Right. Therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. Because why? Because they're rich. They don't need advice, you know. They don't need advice, you know. They don't need to be counseled, okay? Because they already have everything that they need, all right? Because what do you strive for in this world? To be? To be rich, okay? Not to get close to YAHAWASHI, all right? You know, so they live on a life of old age. They live to old age, you know, and die peacefully in their sleep. All right. It's verse 15. What is the Almighty that we should serve Him? Exactly, because that's why going into Book of Proverbs, you know, the mindset we're supposed to have is, you know, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me food convenient for me. Going into our daily bread. Okay, what? Least you be full, least I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? All right? That's what these people are doing, because they don't need anything, okay, in their mind. All right? The riches profit not in the day of wrath, okay? You know? So going into, again, I had something in mind really quick. Because again, they didn't consider the latter end. All right? They didn't read the end of the contract, okay? You know? Because they don't understand that this place, so-called America, is a burning house. This place is getting ready to be set ablaze literally by thermonuclear missiles, and all that wealth, all that, you know, abundance is going to be turned to dust and ashes in 1 hour. Okay, this is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 41 and verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Power. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. So this is a curse to the wicked. Okay, you know, going into the inheritance of sinners is abominable. Okay, you know, they shall complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. All right, This is a curse onto the wicked. But our people, going into rich and famous of our people, and the people that have that mindset, they're chasing a bag, get it, go, whatever, the go-getter mindset, okay? And again, it's a balance to it, all right? But the point of the lesson is you departed from YAHAWASHI, Shine, all right? So again, going to this curse, you're being increased to, for your destruction, okay? Because the Lord knows that a gift is gonna destroy you, okay? All right? So you've forsaken the law of the Most High to what? To gain success on this side, all right? So what's that gonna equal to you is gonna be destruction, all right? Because again, our people want to put on the so-called white man Esau Edom because they think, he's at peace. He's the, person to be, all right? When the people of the Lord's cursed, read Malachi, the 1st chapter and the 4th verse, all right? So here, this is I'm gonna wrap this up, right? This is I can probably close it out right here, because let me grab this. Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, all right, for ye have received your consolation, all right. So and just because you're rich, so to say, according to this world's gift, which is money, all right, it doesn't mean you're wicked, all right. The love of money, okay, is the root of all evil, not money itself, okay. So if anybody happens, to be in this knowledge and have a good paying job, or have abundance of money, all right, your job is what? Study, show thyself approved, okay. Follow the guidelines that have been set before you to get closer onto YAHAWASHI Shai. Understand that those riches are not going to deliver you, okay. It's Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation, right? You received your prize, okay? That's what you wanted, that's what you get, okay? But the Lord said, men shall not live off bread alone, all right? You've been successful on this side, all right? But in the world to come, you have zero amount of wealth, okay? And you're going to be destroyed on this side because why? Because you chose to serve yourself, all right? Verse 25, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall weep and mourn. So the turning of the tables, all right? You can't escape the curses, all right? 2/3 of our own people at this point in time, they are cursed, all right? Because they're getting ready to be destroyed, all right? The Lord is going to destroy 2/3 to 66.6% of our people, okay? Of course, they'll be blessed in the kingdom, all right? They're a blessed people, all right? But at this present time, that is not so, okay? Because they're so far removed from the Lord. This verse 26, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. And to be a false prophet is not a good thing, okay? So that's why the Lord said in Luke the 18th chapter, for going to the parable about the rich man, okay? He didn't want to give up his riches, all right? And the Lord said, how hardly shall they that have riches enter into the kingdom of the Most High, okay? Because again, they don't need nothing, okay? Psalms 49, they trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, all right? And again, none of them can redeem their brother, okay? You're rich on this side, but you can't do nothing for your people, So what does that do? Nothing, okay? And at the end of the day, you're going to be destroyed, okay? Because what? Job 21, how oft is the can of the wicked put out, all right? How oft cometh their destruction upon them, okay? The Most High distributeth sorrows in his anger, okay? Because the Lord especially is mad at you rich and famous of our people, okay? All right? Because you chose riches, and things that the Lord made by his own hands over him himself, okay? But with that, the title's lesson, woe to them that are at ease in Zion, which is Amos 6:1, okay? So with that, Lord's word is be edifying. As always, we're going to give all praise to YAHAWASHI Shai, by Shem Kakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole faith of Israel. Shalom.